Alrighty, you're gonna have to excuse me for being quiet. It's like in the middle of midnight, 12:22 as we speak, and when it gets to midnight, my voice starts to get like quieter and stuff. So anyway, this is like a little update thing that I'm going to be doing because I felt the need to update you on certain stuff that's going to happen. First of all, I want to say I'm thinking, and it's pretty much at this point, yeah, I'm pretty sure you thought this too. The Plants vs. Zombie LP is going to be joining the Pokemon Pearl and Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga LPs, where they're utterly cancelled. So, bad news there. I'm not imagining much people were excited to see me kill zombies, but oh sorry, I thought the recording stuff. Anyway, what I thought was going to happen was, I thought it was going to be pretty cool, was to just do it at one point, because at one point I was really playing the game a lot, and now I'm not playing it as much, although I'm still recommending it to people so they could play it. But yeah, that's that. Yeah. Alright, second of all, while we're still here, the Super Mario 3D Land, that's still going. I just want to throw that out there. I'm just throwing out my own ego, and I'm sorry about that black thing in the left-hand corner of the video. You're just going to have to get used to that. Because let me tell you, the setup, while messy, it actually is a revolution. It's a revolution. Alright, and then finally, for the Kirby Dream Land LP, I'm getting that finished. I am just finally getting my head out of my butt. I'm getting that finished. Tonight, even. I may consider doing it tonight. I may do it immediately when I wake up. But, you know, I want to get this sucker done, because after that I could just say, hallelujah, I'm done. No more one-hand madness. And I'll be like, yay. And everyone else will be like, yay. I think, because I think some people actually like that series I'm doing. But anyway, that's not important. Well, just because I have a lot of ideas, let's go ahead and talk about what I plan to do in the future. LPs aside, I'm thinking about starting a bunch of new mini-series where, one of them is just called Let's Talk, and that's what I do. I just talk about something, and that goes on and on and on. I'm debating on what it should be based off of. I have 3 ideas at the moment, and one of them I think I'll make a t-shirt out of, I think. You'll find out if it ever gets up, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it. Because, why not? Alright. And now, what also I plan to do is, since the revolution of having the 2 pieces of wood has made me so encouraged, I'm thinking about doing more 3DS LPs. I'm thinking about doing Ocarina of Time. I stutter to say that, because, oh god, I don't think I'm gonna get that finished. Ever. Well, another thing I wanted to do was have a sort of thing going on, and is this thing still recording? I'd be surprised if it is. Well, anyway, what I plan to do is, I started to say this, and this is a really big guess. At this point, I'm not guaranteeing you'll get what you expect. Oh god, I'm not even sure if I should say it. I gotta say it because I really want to do it. I'm thinking about, once I get this room cleaned up and we get the computer in here, I'm thinking about let's playing. I started to say this because I'll explain it. I'm thinking about doing Chrono Trigger for the SNES. And now, we got to establish here that most of my LPs that got finished were short, right? And you've seen all my RPG LPs, the two of them. We knew how bad the first one was. I was 9 years old when we did that. Let's forget about that. I'm trying my best to. And then the Pokemon one was like a year ago. I'm trying to forget about that one too. And I'm not sure if I should say I'm doing Chrono Trigger because that's a long RPG and RPGs are long and story filled. So I'm definitely thinking about doing that. And there's like one more thing. I'm alright. Maybe I should mention this just because I heard some kind of monitor before mentioning it. I'm not sure what's going to be happening with this Little Big Planet LP. I have no idea if it's going to go on or it will be the part of my scrap pile, part 4. It'll be like my collection of LPs that I've never finished. But we didn't get much far in the game anyway. We still had almost a whole game ahead of us, and of course we got sidetracked into that side stuff. So I'm not sure if we're getting that finished ever. Ever. Alright, I think I've covered everything, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta think here. I knew I had more than that. I just can't think of anything. I've been thinking about doing a lot of co-ops, but noting that, well, due to the fact I don't have a computer yet, and I kinda, and I mean kind of, have a Skype. I mean, I don't have a Skype number, but I do have a Skype account. Look up this name, KorytheMaril, and then you'll find me on Skype, and we can talk about non-Skype things. We'll talk about live stream on Skype, because that makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking I'm gonna have a brighter future for YouTube. Me being, well, the Action 52 of YouTube, if you're unaware that I called myself that. Because you get a whole bunch of stuff from me, but I'm not even sure if you like half of it, so we're just going to call me the Action 52 of YouTube. I don't know. Last but not least, I'm thinking about doing Kirby's Adventure, and I also stutter on that. But not as badly, because it's not an RPG. I mean, I have the wooden board set up, and of course I have it on my 3DS, which the 3DS looks terrible if you aren't looking at it through the iPod screen. It just looks like there's like a light beam covering up the shadows or something. Really in a Super Mario Brothers 3 mood. Yeah, whatever. Well, it's probably going to be an unappealing bonus video to look at, just updating everything. At this point, I'm guessing when I turn like 21 or something, I really think I'll look back at this and say, oh man, I could have done better. I don't know. Well, assuming that this was recording the whole time, I will now press the stop button and you guys can go enjoy your breakfast or something whenever you're watching this. Assuming that you live in America and it's, well, yeah, assuming that you live somewhere in, I think it's like the West. Alright. Well, I really have nothing else to say. I mean, I'm speaking at the box at this point. I'm thinking about getting Kirby's Dream Land done now, right now. And then I'm thinking about doing the first episode of Let's Talk. I'll do both of those, we'll get those up, and I'll get the rest, because I have most of the Super Mario 3D Land things, I have those already recorded. Getting back to the Plants vs. Zombies subject, I think I should tell the story with that, and this revolves around my iPod experience, like my iPod incident in October. Alright, so some kind of Monster 54's brother, and as you know him on the internet now, Anonymous, yeah, one of many. What's happening here is, oh god, I hate the song. Anyway, what happened was I went to his birthday party, I brought my iPod, and his cousin comes and he's like a computer tech or something like that. And he's like, oh hey, you know there's a new iPod update, it'll allow you to update it whenever you want. I'd be like, wow, I really need that. But the thing is, we updated it, boom, everything's gone. And along with the remains of that iPod were gone. Everything was deleted, which I blame Apple for entirely and not myself. The thing is, what happened in the end was part 2 of Plants vs. Zombies, which I had. It's gone. It doesn't exist. It's just a fiction of your mind. You'll have to pretend you knew what happened in that episode. You have to pretend you knew that crappy commentary. Because I'm not handing it to you. I'm also thinking about getting like a bonus page or a bonus account where I have like a commentary, but it's just commentary. It's not like I recorded it, but I have commentary of me fighting Ganon for the first time on Ocarina of Time. It's a 40-minute long recording, and I'm thinking about putting that on like a bonus channel if somehow the planets align perfectly fine and God lets me make a bonus account. I'm not sure if like my radio station changed or something, because the power went out earlier today. I'm not sure if it changed or what, but it's playing all the crappy songs now. It could be like what they're playing, what the kids are into nowadays, and I may be a kid, but I'm not into any of this crap. Alright. Well, I think I got everything across. I think I've bored you well enough, and I think that Iron Goomball probably creeped you out. Probably not. But, yep. Expect the Let's Talk, and expect a, Dreamland Part 4, I think it was? No, it could have been Part 3. Man, that's gonna be like, in its original fashion, I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to use the wooden board setup for Dreamland just so I can keep up with I used my one hand, a one bad hand to be exact. Dreamland, that part 2 was like a mystery in itself. It had so much on it. But yeah, I'm just gonna hope I can make a bonus account or something. I may have to get like Yahoo or something also. Oh, man. Well, that's basically it. I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day, and I hope that you guys will, unlike me, get a girl somewhere. Because I know I watch. Well, I don't watch. I'm just saying that to creep you out at this point. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, God. Man. Well, updated. Looking forward to the Minecraft update. I hope it comes up soon so I can play it on my iPod and I'll be like, yay, I'm playing Minecraft. Oh crap, creepers. Oh shit, I'm dead. Man, first curse. First. I was about to say first burp and be like quoting NCS, but I try my best to avoid quoting other LPers because it makes me feel like, well, I'm just copying them so I can get good views or something like that. I just don't feel it. Did it snow or something? Why is the road all white? It did snow. Wow. It snowed on the road. Too bad we got school 2 days from now. Alright, well, This is KorytheMaril signing out because I probably bored you guys half to sleep. Goodbye.